Well, good morning, folks, and welcome to PRI Day 2 here in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana. It is once again a beautiful day, so I once again don't need to wear a jacket. Thank you, Indiana, for turning on the spring. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're ready for a whole lot more. As usual, I'm going to start my day with some classes. The Women in Motorsports is the first thing this morning, so that's where I am headed. And then we're going to hit the show floor. There's a whole bunch of things that I'm going to walk and talk you through. A whole bunch of vendors that we need to talk to. I will most certainly run into a bunch of people that we can discuss things with. Fellow YouTubers or people just talking about their products, that kind of thing. If you guys are interested, I appreciate all the viewership on the Day 1 video. I'll do my best to make Day 2 just as exciting. Stay tuned. Give me just a minute.
I think it definitely helps, yeah. And even when I am out of the car, I'm training, so I'm not like...
So when we're talking racing at the Performance Racing Industry Show, we're not just talking street racing, we're not just talking drag racing, we're talking bike racing, we're talking every single kind of racing, including boats, EVs, everything you can possibly imagine, drifting, it's all here. The nice thing is that this show brings everybody together. Everybody who's got a passion for motorsports, whatever it is here. This is honestly the best trade show you can get to if you're in this industry. The free education is fantastic, but the vendor connection and the ability to get in front of the people that you talk to on the phone quite a lot when you're ordering parts or you're developing a product, this is that place to do it. So we are officially here. I need to get up to this because the Women in Motorsports panel is pretty much the biggest panel of the entire weekend. I've been in here for, I believe, 6 years in a row, and it never disappoints. I always have a great time in here, and it's really, really great to see people focusing on being inclusive in the auto sports industry, the motorsports industry. The nice thing with the Women in Motorsports panel is it highlights women across different spectrums. So it's going to have drivers, it's going to have builders, it's going to have people that are like in the CEO side of things, management side of things, in all kinds of different motorsports, to show how that career development can go, how their path can go, and they allow you to ask questions back and forth. They'll give their stories about how they got to where they are, but it gives you a way to interact with them. And for somebody who's trying to get a girl, female person into the automotive world or into the motorsport world, whether it's even being a wrench, being a driver, being a builder, who knows, or just managing a YouTube channel that's about a motorsport. This is a fantastic way to get some direct education from people who have actually done it, not just looking it up online. So door's going to open here in a short minute, and I'm going to get myself a good seat, and then I will get in my class, and then I'll take you down there to the show floor. Well, once again, the best panel, best educational thing at the PRI show. I have been doing this every single year I come to PRI, and every year they do not disappoint. Packed house, as always. And this is the after everybody's trying to get a chance to get up there and talk to the ladies that just spent an hour of their time teaching us about their individual journeys. Whether it's being a driver or a team manager or on the PR side of things, the marketing side of things, there are women that always come to this that come from a huge range of experience as well as different areas of motorsports. And I'm not kidding you, this is my favorite part of PRI, to come to and see women that are encouraging other women, that are showing each other the path, that are helping each other develop. And you have junior dragsters. You have like Maddie Graves here. Maddie I talked to last year at PRI when she was out on the floor with her dragster. She drives a Duramax powered dragster and has done a fantastic job this year. You know, they reach out, and I'm going to try to catch one of them here before we wrap this up. They always are bringing new people into this industry. They're always bringing new people that are really current on what's going on to involve, you know, the whole crowd in what their experience is. So if you've never been here before, this is definitely something that's interesting to be into, especially if you have somebody in your life that's trying to get into, that's a female that's trying to get into motorsports, whether it's as a wrench, as a team manager, as a social media person, as a driver. absolutely the best thing you can get them involved in is come to this panel. It's only an hour, but it's unbelievably invaluable. For those of you who watched last year's video from PRI, I ran into this young lady out on the show floor, and Maddie has had a little bit of success in the last year. Tell me, first of all, who are you, and what is it you do, and what have you accomplished in the last year?
So I'm Maddie Graves. I drive a diesel dragster, and within the last year, over this past race season, I clinched my first championship ever. I lost the diesel world record, but that's not a big deal. I can get that back. But I've done quite a bit. Got my first championship. I was honored to be able to be invited to be on this panel. So I've been having a lot of fun this year.
How was this?
A lot of fun. A lot of information. It's very fun to get information from different realms of motorsports just because it's so broad. So it was a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you got involved. Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you.
Thanks. So as the headmistress of Women in Motorsports, how did that go?
I think it went pretty good.
How does it feel to have the best panel, the best thing, the best well-attended thing of PRI every single year?
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I don't know. It just keeps on growing. I didn't really, I don't even know what to say. That's awesome. I'm just happy that you keep coming back, man.
Every year. Honestly, this is my favorite part of the entire show, is because this is the most impactful thing that you can really do with your time.
I appreciate that.
Getting more women involved in motorsports is more important than worrying about bearings.
Right.
Or worrying about...
Hey, if you don't have your bearings, you're at the wrong show.
But, it can have the most impact because you've got an entire room full of people that really believe in this.
Yeah.
And they're willing to ask questions, and they're hanging around for 10, 15, 20 minutes afterwards. Like, this is really the thing that makes the most impact.
Well, I always tell people, it's the Women in Motorsports panel, but a lot of the advice and information you're going to learn from there is relevant to whether you're a man, woman, or just any industry, really. I mean, you can apply all these philosophies and ideals to different things, and so if you don't come, you're missing out. You can't ever stop learning. It's free information. Just get up early.
But not as crazy early as it used to be.
It used to be 8 a.m. But you can still go and have a good time. Half the people in there are probably hungover from last night, but they still show up.
Right.
And that's part of the deal. You have to show up.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
That's it.
Thanks for giving me some time.
Hey, I appreciate you coming, man.
Thanks.
I'll see you next year.
See you again next year. There you go, folks. All right, so let's go back down to the actual show floor. As I said, my favorite part of PRI every year is the Women in Motorsports panel. It is truly, as far as I'm concerned, the absolutely best setup in this entire experience to be able to get somebody new, whether it's male or female, into motorsports, because you have people from across the industry that are up there giving you real life stories and that you could connect with and you can stand in there and talk with and ask questions for. We are a half an hour after this panel is already over, and these people are still in here communicating. They're in here still talking. They're in here still answering questions, and they're encouraging new people to get into motorsports. And as motorsports is a bigger and bigger thing, where we are worried more and more about what the future of motorsports is going to be, it's these people that have this passion that are still in here a half an hour afterwards. This is how you keep motorsports growing. All right, let's go see the rest of the show. How's it going?
Compared to what?
Well, welcome to the show floor. It is a very, very busy Friday down here, and I am starting my day off here with the folks of PRW, and something that's near and dear to our hearts currently is the fact that they have an engine run stand that they now have, that they offer. Reason this is really near and dear to my heart is because we recently just had a Pontiac 400 eat a camshaft on its initial break-in. Yeah, it's a flat tap-in. It's a little bit of a sore subject, let's not talk too much about it. But the idea here is, instead of putting the engine back in the car, going through the whole process of getting everything set back up, starting it back up, going through that firing process, and then either running into a leak or having a, God forbid, another camshaft go bad, then you got to take the motor back out. Versus doing it this way, you can just mount it on an engine stand. You've got all of your gauges that you can watch everything with. You've got your switches so you can, start the thing. It comes with a radiator that has different outputs and inputs, so you can change this around however you'd like to. This is if you're Ford or Chevy. It comes with this, and then you just unscrew this and transfer that over. It also has the ability to adjust depth. So if you've got, depending on what the motor is, V6, V8, inline 6, whatever, you have all of this real estate here that you can work with, and you can just slide this mounting however you want to. It has a mounted fuel cell in it. It's got a battery tray in it. You can mount your starter on it. Bing, bang, boom, you're done. The nice thing is when you break a motor in this way, if you do have a problem, it's much easier to work on and fix right here, right now, versus trying to hump a fender on a 1979 Trans Am. This might be in our repertoire for maybe Christmas. Maybe Santa will bring us one of these things. Because truly, especially with the amount of engine work we do, with the amount of engine break-ins we need to do, time is money. And this is a considerably more efficient process when you're trying to break something in. If something goes badly, you can easily access things. You can pull that nose back off, put a camshaft in it, check bearings, whatever you need to do right here, right now. You've got the ability to universally mount up just about anything you want, and fantastic, fantastic machine. Of course, you could always, redneck engineer your own one, or you could just get in touch with these folks and get yourself ordered one. Let's keep walking.
Remember when the thing went through the shit hit the fan, we did a bunch of spoof around, we found like 2,500 actual Delphis, Word got out and that lasted about 5 minutes.
I almost walked away. They have brand new Q-Jets. As somebody who runs Q-Jets on all of his old school stuff, brand new Quadra-Jet, huh? Not reman. Brand new tooling, brand new stuff. Tempting.
I've got as much lip as I can get. You look great though. For 60, you look amazing. What's up, bro?
What's up? How are you? No handshakes or hugs?
Oh, what up?
What's up?
Excuse the drip, even though I'm dressed casual.
Right. You can't show off the guns today?
No, you probably didn't even recognize me out there. I ain't got my Goodwill fit on. I'm out of place, fish out of water.
How are you enjoying PRI?
I love it, bro. Having a good time, talking with people, talking with them sponsors. Good time.
How far have you made it? From that wall to here?
I made it from that wall to here, and that's about it. They gave me a free bottle of water, and I'm just enjoying myself. I'm waiting on my partners right here.
Yeah, I see you got a little bit of a crew. We got Jacob over here. We got Kale over there.
Yeah, me too. And Kale's dad.
And Dad.
Great guy.
So did you drive up?
No, flew. I flew one time to Disney World, but that was it. So I was sitting at lunch on Wednesday on my lunch break. I said, man, you see how much a plane ticket is? $750. I closed the phone. I gotta get out of there.
Versus a 16, 18 hour drive?
13 hours, but that's almost 26 hours there and back. So I was like, I'm gonna use an eBay term, buy it now. So
There you go.
here we are, PRI 2023, babe.
So what's your YouTube channel? What is it you do? Tell the folks at home.
Dewey Speed Shop, not Doohy, not any other way to say it is Dewey. D-O-O-A, if you want to know the pronunciation. I'm from Louisiana, right between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. I just be working on cars and making people laugh. That's all you can ask for. Just like my buddy Austin. I don't know.
Very, very cool gentleman. If you couldn't tell, he's from Louisiana, from the voice. We connected on Power Tour last year.
I think you just walked past me right fast. And I was like, hey, what's up, man?
This event is a lot of that. Hey, wait a minute. I know.
Yeah.
I know that guy. Let's see if we can get some of these other folks over here. I got to spend more time in the QA1 booth again. Well, look who else I ran into. Kale of Cam Racing once again. You're way taller than I am. I'm going to change perspective here. So it's been a while. What's new with the Dodge project?
Everything. Cut the whole rear end off, doing all the sheet metal for it right now. Might start cutting up the new stuff for, wideness and cool stuff. So yeah, we'll get there, hopefully.
So for those of you who don't know, this is a young man who is fabricating and essentially building. Like, we're not talking like restoring, like you're building.
That's what it's turned into,
a new car.
We're down to a roof structure and putting every panel on that, getting rid of all the rust, making it my own, doing a bunch of custom stuff. So.
For those of you who complain about the fact that there are no young folks that are in our hobby and that our hobby is dying because it's all us old farts, Go check this guy out. Cam Racing on YouTube. I will link to it here. Go check him out. This is a gentleman that you should absolutely pay attention to. He's got big things ahead of him. And I'm not just saying that because you're standing here.
No, I don't
Short joke.
know. Car's got a long way to go, but once it's done, it should be something.
And it'll be all yours because you did the whole thing.
It will be all mine.
And you're doing this where?
In my 10 by 20 storage unit, but I have to run a 100-foot extension cord to get power too.
Yeah.
It'll make for a good story one day.
What's your reason for not working on your car? He's doing it in a storage locker. All right, let's get back to walking. If anybody is in the diesel power world, you probably know these boys, Firepunk Diesel. They do big things. These are local to us, almost right down the street from us. So fellow Ohio folks, good job. Nasty, nasty truck. All right, guys, we're stopping by ATM. You know these guys from Street Racing Channel and Old Man's Garage and all that kind of stuff. They actually helped us out that you're probably not aware of with a carburetor end of the year that worked perfectly right out of the box.
Good deal.
Which we did a project on an F-150 that's inline 6, and we ended up custom ordering a carburetor because that's kind of the game you guys play in a lot. Everything worked perfectly fine. The only thing we had to do was change a accelerator pump cam, and everything was beautiful. So, what's new in the world of ATM stuff? What do you want to show off today?
We got a couple things that we got going on. We got an all billet 4500 style Dominator, billet center section, got billet fuel bowls on it. Something that we've came out with. We should be available sometime around Valentine's, end of February. And then I don't know if anybody recognizes this carburetor or what it's off of, but you guys have seen the SRC and the Sub-Zero giveaway that they're doing, but this is the carburetor off of it. So Bill dropped it off yesterday for us to show, and we've had a lot of people come by and see it. So make sure you go on SRC, buy some merch, get an entry into it. But I'm going to win it, so it doesn't matter. But go ahead and get all the entries you want. But that's it. So if you guys are interested in blow-through carbs, any carbs, we'll be more than happy to help you guys out and get what you need.
Sounds good. There you go. ATM, all your carb needs. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, bud.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
See ya.
you.
I don't remember who asked me to swing by and check out Murder Nova's newest car. I apologize. But as far as I can see, there is no Lil Wang still installed on this car. I'm pretty sure he's stuck with the big wing. He didn't keep the little wing. Anyway, so we have officially made it through the first hallway. which I am way behind schedule because I've run into way too many people to talk to. And everybody is here today, so it's hard to go more than 100 feet without getting back into a conversation. So I'm going to do my best to film as much as I possibly can until they shut this thing down. No promises one way or the other where we're going, but that is the entirety of hall number 1, which is 0 through 2700. So 27 lanes of this. Let me make my way over the other direction and we'll get out to the other hall. Well, look who I ran into, Mr. Bob McVeigh.
Hey, hey, buddy.
I love your jewelry, by the way.
Hey, you like this?
That's very nice.
Jimmy Dale was in love. He was so proud that I wore it.
It brings out your eyes.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but I think the Browns are full of shit, right?
That's probably true. So this thing is back up and running once again.
Once again.
I hear that somebody maybe did something a little bad, maybe on a gender reveal, and you had to...
Well, we don't want to go there.
Okay, let's just say it's back in one piece again.
That's all that matters. That's what we do.
Fair enough, fair enough. So you would probably recognize Bob because he is the engine builder for all of this Street Racing Channel stuff. And I've also seen recently you've got some engine dyno upgrades.
Yes. We just upgraded to be able to run LS stuff on there. We're using Fuel Tech, and we're learning. We're learning.
So no, it doesn't have to be all carbureted anymore.
No.
We're learning modern stuff.
We're learning modern stuff. Yep.
Well, heaven help.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
We'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep walking and talking, folks. Stay with me. Well, I was walking and talking, and then I ran into this show. Dylan Leva. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Haven't seen you since
September.
No Name Nationals.
Yeah, whatever that was, September something.
And that didn't go quite as planned?
Nope. We got there. We made a whole day's worth of racing, and then the engine decided to develop a knock, which was great. So
what ended up happening with that?
We've not actually torn it apart yet, but it was knocking so bad that I could feel it on the engine wall, basically the sidewall.
Oh,
with my finger. It was enough to, if I made another pass, there was going to be oil and parts and everything on the track. So it was unsafe.
You drive a what?
1975 Chevy Laguna S3. Something that no one's ever talked about, no one's ever seen. It was in NASCAR for a few years, and then nobody wants them, so they all got scrapped, pretty much. We picked it up, decided, great race car, great idea, obviously. Super unique. And very heavy, very heavy. So it's been tough trying to go fast with it, but we've made the best we can with what we got. And thankful that the YouTube world has allowed us to grow and become something.
There you go. There's a perfect plug. What's your YouTube channel?
Levi's Backyard Performance out of Indiana.
There you go, folks. If you're interested in supporting another small channel that's kind of trying to grow up and spend YouTube money to be able to go fast,
absolutely.
That's the idea. Go
check us out.
Go check him out. Let's keep walking. Finally made it to the front of the show, which is the 2800 aisle. So, here we go. Whew, I feel like I haven't been able to show you guys anything all day, but I've been busy. Okay, Bilstein, I see what you're doing there. Smart move. Bilstein has a bar in their booth. That's definitely how you keep a crowd around your stuff. Smart move, guys, smart move.
So I feel like that's what a lot of these muscle guys are doing.
Yeah, well, 6'4", 6'7" was a martial art. 6'7", 6'7".
For those of you who were on here for the 2022 video, I shot some stuff with these folks at Blueprint Engines that went insane. They had a little 4-cylinder that they had kind of worked on bringing out of the industrial world and bringing it into the performance car world. And it was going to run either an LS head or a Ford head, and it went nuts. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get one of these guys to talk to me, and we can get an update on that whole engine process. So give me just a second. Now, we talked about this just a moment ago. That motor isn't here. However, they have essentially what's going to be replacing it and what's actually in production already, which is this thing. And this is still a 4-cylinder, but this is actually an in production engine. This has an e-charge system.
Yes, 48 volt.
48 volt.
48 volt generator, e-charge system.
So it's turbocharged, supercharged.
Yeah.
Look at this. How interesting is this? Now, we were talking off camera a bit before to explain this. Can you explain this to the viewers, what exactly we're seeing here?
And what we're looking at here is, this is a 50-state legal engine, but what is important is that we will also provide something that you can put in any car or any race car or any street car. And the good side, the really flip side of this is that we have, it's an all-aluminum engine, but it has cast-in main bearing, iron main bearing caps, and it has like forged crankshaft, piston jets, so it's made for high boost and it's made for durability.
And you were saying to me off camera that the bottom end of this is the same for gas as well as diesel application.
That's correct.
You're going to have a gas-powered version. This is a 2-liter?
Yeah, it's a 2-liter.
So you'll have a gas-powered 2-liter as well as a gas-powered diesel.
Yeah, they both exist.
That's fantastic. Now, this is technically speaking already on the market?
Yeah, it's on the market. It's produced. It's in high volume production already.
Okay.
Just over 100,000 sold in US.
Yeah, and
how many?
100,000 sold in US of this one.
100,000.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
In Volvo vehicles. So.
In Volvos.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, if you don't want to go the direction of the e-charge system, is there another option for you?
Yeah, there is a 12-volt version as well, which will be more suitable for. I would think it would be more suitable for, let's say, private builders and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's an air-to-air intercooler. It has not the 48 volt, and it can go with or without mechanical supercharger, but it will always be turbocharged.
Okay. So they're going to all come that way. They just may come with not a electric supercharger.
Yeah, basically. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you guys are in relationship now with Blueprint. So these are going to probably be available through Blueprint?
Yeah, we will try to figure out a way to. But we are already here in Blueprint booth, obviously.
Yeah.
But what we're trying now to figure out is which version that we find.
What kind of configurations?
Who wants what?
Yeah.
Kind of configuration. Different setups.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the configuration, and I think with configuration we also have to figure out which kind of part of the market, because many people are coming here. They are asking for drifting. They're asking for off-road. It's like street racing. Gensets. It's all kinds of applications. So we need to figure out a couple of configurations.
Sure.
And the price, of course.
Yeah. So that was going to be the other question: is do we have an idea on roughly where we're going to be cost-wise? At this point, that's still up in the air.
It's still kind of up in the air because we have to look into what the customs and things are to have it sitting in the US and what kind of price we will have.
And these are built in
Sweden.
Okay.
Yeah. But the important part is that the important message, I think, is the price will be competitive.
Okay. Well, from the feedback we had last year, there's definitely a lot of desire to have something that's a new, modern, really strong 4-cylinder that you can toy with, that you can play with and modify, instead of using a 30-year-old Honda or something along those lines. People are looking for something more modern. It's going to have modern fuel injection, modern electric. You know, it wants something that's way, and that's where a lot of people really were interested in. Okay, now this may be a great project.
Yeah, and I mean, this will be the replacement for Honda's K series, if you ask me, and it's in production, so it's available.
So it's gonna okay.
And I mean, we have had both today and yesterday several rally builders, so that's looking for a durable engine.
Yeah.
Due to cost, of course.
For sure.
If you want to race and you want something with durability.
What's the package weight of this thing?
I mean, we are talking about, it's always complicated because it depends on what you include.
Sure.
I mean, if you have one heavy component, you take that off and then it's light again.
Sure.
So, but we're looking at, now I'm talking about kilos, sorry for that, but it's between 120 and 140 kilos approximately.
Okay.
So roughly between 280 and 310 pounds.
Not a bad idea. And this is already in production, so this isn't like
It's running, all the thing that we're talking about is in production.
That's fantastic. Fantastic. So there you go, folks. The one that we saw last year does not exist. However, this does exist. This is real, and we will be able to buy it reasonably soon.
Yeah.
Reasonably soon. Not entirely sure when that'll be or how that'll be yet, but this is definitely something very cool to look at. I think there's a lot of people, especially when we were talking off camera, that do like really lightweight vehicles that are looking for a lightweight package that can produce a ton of power, but also take a ton of abuse.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is really the idea because it's coming with that already super strong, almost industrial level or diesel level.
Yeah.
It is that level.
But still able to rev.
But it's still able to rev, right? You're not 3,000 RPMs.
No.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for talking with me.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Very cool. Well, folks, that's going to be it for today. They have turned the lights down, which means get the heck out of here. I apologize if I have not gotten enough footage for you today. I was sidetracked by about 1.5 billion conversations. It is a very, very busy... There you go.
Just a reminder, the show opens tomorrow at 9 a.m. See you tomorrow.
There we go. I apologize if I didn't get a whole lot of things in. I was focused on people and conversations. I will say that this is the busiest PRI I have ever been at, and I've been doing this for years. Thursday is crazy, Friday was crazier, and tomorrow is going to be even crazier. But I will do my dangdest to get the entire rest of the show done tomorrow. I am in made it 4 lanes, and I got about 20 more to go tomorrow. So I will do my very, very best to do that. I really appreciate you guys being here. I do daily coverage of PRI. It's just something that I like doing while I'm here, to be able to bring people along, folks that don't get a chance to come to this, so you guys can really see this, or as a refresher for those of you who are interested in, or seeing my own personal version of what the show is like for me. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you're interested in seeing more of this, there will be another video for tomorrow. Please do click on that subscribe button, drop a like in the likes, or drop a like, hit a comment. You know what I mean. I'm tired. And if you've got anything that you want me to see, or somebody you want me to talk to tomorrow, or vendor you specifically need to see something from, ask, let me know, put it in the comments. If you are a vendor and you want me to showcase something that you've got that you think my viewers, you folks, would be interested in seeing, put that in the comments. Let's see who's out there, who's watching, who's paying attention. Oh, by the way, thank you very much for making my first day 1 video the #1 video on PRI 2023 so far. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. I wouldn't be able to do this stuff without you guys. If you weren't watching it, I wouldn't be doing it. See you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.